Howdy there, people of the internet. It's me again, Will. So I wanted to do an update on the investigation and recovery efforts for the missing 20-month-old, little boy who disappeared from Savannah, Georgia, and where they are in the investigation. But first, I need to start off with a little bit of tragic news. This past Wednesday, Quinton Simon's grandfather, the biological father of his dad, from his dad's side, was tragically hit and killed in a hit and run accident along Highway 23 there in, just outside of Savannah. He was on his way home, most likely, at least he was headed in that direction, when a hit and run driver hit him approximately 50 yards from his disabled vehicle. From what the state troopers, the Georgia State Police, released in their announcement was he had pulled over to the side of the road off of the shoulder itself when he had gotten a flat tire, and with no usable spare in his car, he was either walking when hit or was trying to flag down another vehicle. Quinton Simon's grandfather, Henry Dale Moss, is now deceased. Another tragedy for this family to have to deal with, on top of, not knowing what happened to 20-month-old Quinton. The investigation into, and recovery efforts into finding Quinton is now going into another week. We are already 4 weeks into the search, for Quinton. Where is Quinton and what happened to him? We don't know. But the FBI has, and the state law enforcement and up to 100 other people have been searching the landfill there outside of Savannah, Georgia. And they have brought in cadaver dogs, and the cadaver dogs hit on 3 separate areas that they believe that are most likely going to hold the remains of Quinton Simon. But the search and recovery efforts go on. Now, again, the law enforcement there during their press announcement said this was not going to be a fast and easy search. They must search through each and every item that they find. Now, according to local news reporters, Fox affiliate and an ABC affiliate who have been watching the actual search, via a long telephotic lens, they have seen the State Patrol, along with the searchers, remove several items, bag them as evidence, and remove them from the site. Are these potential items that were used to clean up the murder site of Quinton? Are they clothing items? We don't know. That is all speculation, and you shouldn't draw anything from it at all at this point. Now on to the mother. Leilani Simon has been doing exactly what she has always wanted to do. The disappearance of her 20-month-old son hasn't slowed her down one bit. She's gone out drinking with friends and her mother, Billy Joe. She has gone on a little weekend vacation, and they rented a motel room and went drinking with friends. She's been spotted in the backyard of the home drinking, and carrying on with her mother and other family members. All the while the protests in front of their home has gotten absolutely ridiculous. We are now looking at the 6th and 7th arrest of protesters who have gathered in front of the home, who are screaming at all hours of the night that they are baby killers and that they want justice for Quinton. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, some of these people who have been arrested are YouTube channel creators. They have been arrested. In the most recent, number 7 on the list of arrests, he was arrested for assault and battery. He clearly, on video, you can see that he grabs another individual by the arm and rips items, papers, and items from their hands while actually committing this assault. He will now spend the week in jail and then be brought up in front of a magistrate, unless they decide, like in a lot of other places in America, to keep the revolving door of justice going and kick him back onto the street so he can continue on making a mockery of, our constitutional rights to assemble. Now, a lot of people are torn between, do we want to find Quinton's remain and let him rest in peace? Or do we hope that they never find him there and that he has gone someplace else? At this point, no one is talking within the family. They've, encircled, the wagons, if you will, and are, keeping mums about everything. The one and only press announcement that the grandmother and the mother did is it. And they have to know through their legal counsel just how bad of an idea it was for them to do that one and only press announcement. So that's where we are in the search and recovery efforts for Quinton Simon. Again, we have additional mourning that the family is going through. They're mourning the loss, of 20-month-old Quinton Simon. But on top of that, the tragic death in, homicide of their grandfather, the grandfather of Quinton, Henry Dale Moss. By all standards, from those who knew him, he was one of those men that would step up and help anyone in their time of need. His son may not be the best individual in the world, but it is not of the fault of the father in this case. So that's where we are in the ongoing investigation and recovery for Quinton Simon. You have a wonderful week ahead.